actually come out with good grades.
That grade is
it's very important. A lot of people will tell you it doesn't matter.
It matters, so hey God. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
So hey guys, welcome back to Shelly's YouTube channel.
Am I looking?
When we were in school, a lot of people will come and say there's no need for you to come out with first class, and when you come out with first class, you will not be able.
Even though say 2 or 3 years after graduation you find yourself not using your degree or anything, trust me, it will come.
It will still
time
come.
will come when
Definitely.
you need that. In fact, you wish you had gotten that
Definitely.
first class.
But that's not to downplay anyone who didn't come out with first class or a 2-1.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, a lot of people actually found their skills in other aspects. You don't necessarily have to be a first class graduate to make it in life. Yeah.
Well,
the truth of of course, there are people that came out with third class that are doing well for themselves, not career-wise now, because the way
I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, because I know that on my end, I know people who finish with a 2-2,
of course,
right? And sometimes when you're talking to me and looking at me like it's a like big of a deal. You get like the space, like, because they have this 2-2. Most companies, in fact, if like for those who want to work in a company, 95% of companies out there, if you don't have a 2-1, nobody will look at your face.
That's why we even
if you want to work in a company, right? But if you want to start your own business, it doesn't matter. If you want to further and do a master's program, it's going to be hard because they're always talking about first class. You must have a first class or you must have a 2-1. Do you get? 2-2 is hard. If you have a 2-2, you have to do like a pre-masters, something like that.
So I'm sure you don't want to go through that stress.
So if you're still, in fact, in your 3rd year, your final year, try and make sure ace your project defense. Ace your because that's one thing that won't help me. That project defense has a higher grade. Every semester, always calculate your grades and see how you're doing. You know, so you know the efforts, the strength you have to put in studying. Please though, that 2-1 and first class is very important. It's very important.
A lot of people tell you it's not important, but the truth
is
told,
why would anybody even advise somebody that's not important?
Of course, there are lots of people that actually say that it doesn't matter the grade you come out with, it doesn't matter what you study in school.
It may not matter the first 3 years of your graduation. It may not matter the first 3 years of your graduation. It will still come for you after. So
just do what you can.
Please do what you can. Put in your efforts. Pray. Don't put yourself in situations where you'd be disrespected. You know, just try and carry that aura of confidence. There's even a way someone will ask you a question and say, God, you're supposed to know everything. You went to the university. It's a uni, so it's like an all-round, you should know everything. So there's a way, like if you ask a question that you don't know the exact answer to, there's a way you answer. Just go around it, or you can even say, okay, hold on, let me think. And if you're not able to think about something, you know, just the way you just go around it and tell the person, and even the person that's asking you that question will understand that, okay, maybe he doesn't really have much idea. But don't come out and say no, you don't know, and you just relax, like
nonchalant.
You know. So lots of things you learn. Like for me, I keep emphasizing about the workforce because I am in the workforce. I actually work, like I said, I work in an accounting firm, a consultancy firm, and for me, it's all about professionalism. You know, you have to do this, do that, act a certain way, speak a certain way, carry yourself a certain way, because that way you're respected. You know.
Another thing is the fact that you're also going to get a lot of rejections after NYSC. My darling, you're going to get a lot of no's. No.
Be ready.
In fact, when you open your mailbox, you might just be getting
rejection emails.
I'm sorry, but that shouldn't weigh you down in any way. In fact, it should actually make you stronger, because if you keep getting no's, that means one day you're definitely going to get a yes. That's the way I see life.
And then use every no that you've gotten to improve yourself to get that yes you're looking for. You know how after university it's like, I'm no more studying for exams, so you won't really find any reason to study anything or read or something.
Yeah.
When you graduate, please try as much as possible to improve yourself. Improve yourself. Get as much certifications as possible. Keep studying. There's no end to learning.
Of course.
You know, there are lots of online courses you can do on Allison, on edX, Udemy. These things are free. I think when you start, they are free. But some of these courses, at the end of the day, you have to pay for the certification. Yeah, but still learn. Be in that learning phase all the time. Don't stop, because the minute you give yourself one gap like that, you find out that you haven't been giving your brain as much brain juice as you should get. So your brain begins to dull. Even little things that on a normal day you're not supposed to forget, you find yourself forgetting those things. So I advise you keep your brain active, and you don't always have to look out for courses that are in your field. Say you did accounting, you can do something in digital marketing, like put your hands in certain places, so that
like you don't have to always specialize, you don't have to be in that same field.
Yeah, so that anywhere the question comes, bam, you just hitting it.
You studied accountancy, or you read medicine and surgery, or you did anything professional, it doesn't mean you can't actually find yourself in other fields. So you should study to show yourself approved. So make sure you're vast enough so that when they give you questions relating to the economic situation of Nigeria, you're able to answer.
Yeah.
Like you get questions on politics, you get questions on currency, the economy. Questions can get thrown at you from any angle. For the fact that you went to the university, it automatically translates to many people that you are vast and you are learned. So you should be able to answer anything that comes at you.
And there was even something I noticed about myself. When I was in university, I found it really hard to watch news. Like it was just like, what's my dad even doing? Like it was so boring. I was so keen on keeping up with the Kardashians, all this live, reality TV and the rest of them. But I found myself, like, after NYSC, I was so interested in CNN. Like, I really wanted to know what was going on around me, economically, like politically. I really wanted to know. It was, in fact, all this reality TV, I'm not even interested in them anymore. Like, I moved on, man. It's not all about the news and what the message they're trying to pass. The message is also important, but at the same time, you learn how to speak. You learn, how to communicate, how to hit your points,
Like she was saying, so you need to watch CNN,
news stations, basically.
Not really CNN. You can
channels, all of them.
Channels, TVC, Al Jazeera, whichever one. Just keep yourself abreast of what's happening around you, so that you're not caught unawares at any point in time. So there are situations that you will find yourself in that you need to actually have this level of composure. Like when somebody throws a question at you, you don't need to be like shocked. Like there's this particular interview I went for, and can I really remember the question now? I think the interviewer asked us questions relating to what was happening as at that time. It wasn't even related per se to the firm. You understand? So they just
the
wanted
job description.
Just wanted to see how
interesting.
fast
They do that.
Like, you understand? So you need to actually
sometimes it's even about history. It could be about history sometimes.
Totally unrelated to what you are seeking at that point in time. So you need to actually be fast, read up as much, anything that comes across to you, anything at all, any book at all, read.
I think that's one thing I find very disturbing. Like people come to you start asking like little things that you can easily Google and get the answer right in front of you. They come to you and start. So I'm like, why can't you just Google this thing in front of you? And then again, there are lots of opportunities out there. There are lots of I would say job vacancies. There are lots of
course,
opportunities out there. But I feel like some Nigerians are just so relaxed. Like they find it hard to just pick up the phone and search on the web for these things. Like subscribe to all these blogs so you can get emails day in, day out.
To you. Most of the things that we can actually learn in this day and time, truth be said, most of them are free. most of the basic things that you need.
Yeah.
It's when it gets to probably maybe you want to advance that you need to pay a lot of money. There are sites that you can learn Excel for free. There are sites that you can learn digital marketing for free. There are sites that you can learn human resources for free. So if you're still in the university and you're having this mindset that, oh, I need to get out of the university to be able to do this or do that,
don't
I think
wait.
You're actually wasting
your time. Start from where you are. Start right
even
now.
Even if you're in 100 level, 200 level,
start now.
There are firms that actually accept internships, so you can start now.
And these days you will find out that some of these CEOs or producers, they have their emails on their Instagram profile, or even if you check the website of the firm, you see email addresses. You can easily send an email, even on LinkedIn.
That's the fun of that LinkedIn.
I think we should do a video on that. LinkedIn. Even on LinkedIn, you can search for this firm, find out people who have worked in this firm and see their reviews. DM them, ask them, tell them you're an aspiring accountant or aspiring manager and this is what you want to do. People can advise you. Everybody is they're looking for who to mentor.
That's true.
Seriously. So like you can easily send an email to a CEO. Tell them, okay, I'd like to do an internship in your workplace, in your firm. DM producers. Make sure your message is structured. Don't come and start
anyhow.
The way you be gisting with your friend, and don't come and start writing or all this short form of using words. Write your words in full. I feel like those days of short words have gone past. Like,
I still write. I really do understand why people will be writing.
You want to say you, and you're writing YOU. You're writing letter U. Why? It's like because you know where you want to be tomorrow. Start now to groom yourself in that form, in that way. Like, oh, you want to be a CEO tomorrow. Start now to speak like one, write like one, walk like one, because this is what you want to be. Because the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. You can't just wake up one morning and become a CEO or start. These things will start, and if you don't, the earlier you start, the better. If you don't start now and the opportunity comes to you, you find yourself that you're not even ready. They're not prepared for these things. So I advise you start now to groom yourselves, please. Just like I'm upset. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. That'll be all for now. Please just give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Yeah. My hair. Do you know how I took my time to pack this hair? She said my hair is fine. If I tell her that she's fine, won't be. Let me.
Bye.